pretty bad.
So, third time's the charm.
That's it. Well, the third time was the charm of the party, chat. So hopefully it'll be the same for the stream.
Yeah, you're right. I guess that's something that we can
Okay. We're
look
up
up to.
again, and right now the last person out is Fuzz, and he's going to be pitting. So right now we will have Campbell on pole position here at Spa.
So Campbell pole position, YHYY, a good result. He's gonna start second. Looking at J. Cole, who's way down there, 15th.
He has a lot of work to do.
He does, but he is on a different strategy. He's gonna start on a soft tire. I'm not sure how that's gonna impact his race.
I think he's doing double soft, while YH is gonna be doing super soft and medium.
Well, I mean, J. Cole's gonna have to pick the medium as well if he doesn't want to get disqualified. He can't really go on the softs again. So I'm not sure if that strategy is gonna work, but we will have a race on our hands. If this stream finally decides to work and doesn't want to give up on me again, then it will be a really interesting race. As I was saying, that
crazy.
Fuzz is going to start third. It's a really good result for a D3 driver. Tigabay in fourth. Bag of Bones starting in fifth, even though he retired. Wave in sixth. General Porter in seventh. Mark eighth. Sterling in ninth. And Bastos finally back with us. He's going to start in 10th. We have Caesar, Velocity, Ben, Bree, Jekyll, of course, Sarja, Armitrix, Smitsky, Zero, and Shape. So the two Force India guys, again, really bad start to their race weekend.
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the party, and you invite me in, so you be host the party. Hopefully that will help.
Oh, okay. Let's try that.
Because that usually happens.
Alright, I guess we can try. Well, as per usual, the Division 2 stream is having some trouble. That's literally my luck right here. 2 races to go in this season, and I've yet to have one normal Campbell spins in the formation lap. That's not a good sign for the start of this race. So as I was saying, my luck in these streams has been terrible over the course of my stay as a commentator in League of Europe. Let's just hope that the last 2 races will be a bit better. I mean, this one hasn't had the best of starts, but it could very well have just been an issue that will sort itself out. Alright, let's just invite Ghost again. We're having trouble with the party as well. So, nothing's going good for us. Hopefully, we'll manage to sort it out before the race starts. Let me just try and do something else. I'm gonna try and make another party. Oh. Alright.
as I say, I managed to see what happened right in the beginning of the formation. The Campbell spinning. I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, I think he'll hope not to do that again in the first lap. Um, so yeah.
I'm hoping he's hoping not to do that during the race.
Well, that as well. You know, it would be heartbreaking to spin in the first lap of a Grand Prix when you start on pole position. So. Well, we have a race on our hands. As we see, Campbell does have some weaknesses.
Yep, as we see the grid forming up here. The start was it round 15 or 17 on.
It is round 14.
Round 14 here at Spa. The grid has finally formed up, and I don't have. Oh, there we are. A good camera angle. As we got, I think we're having the 5 red lights out now. Oh, yeah. And it's lights out and away we go. Campbell had a pretty good start. YH is still right behind him. He also had a good start with him. And it comes to the back of him. Both the Mercedes of Tiggy and Becca Punch are still battling
there's
out.
A Williams.
And we've got the Toro Rosso of Mark going really wide out there. And it's complete chaos right now. While we're going through a Rouge. Looks like Campbell would just have a flyer, and J. Cool goes really wide towards the exit of it. And looks like Velocity will also get.
And we have a safety car in the first lap of this Grand Prix. Wow, hectic start.
Oh no! And
so Sarja was the Williams that I just saw.
Yes, Sarja just.
He is out.
Pits it in the side, and I believe that was a virtual safety car.
It's
I think we.
It's a regular safety car. It's the Mercedes AMG GT going out on track.
What a start into the Spa Grand Prix. Just almost utter chaos in the beginning, and now we will have a safety car and the first strap, and Brick has heavy wing damage. He's gonna have to get to the pits, and he's in a very bad spot too.
Well, he does have an advantage. That safety car is gonna help him a bit. If you just look at the position changes, you have the top 6. Nothing happened there. And from then on,
J. Cool had a huge jump on the grid. That's going to serve him pretty well.
Campbell's going to pit. Campbell is pitting.
Oh, he's going to be changing up the strategy.
I think he's going to try to go on the mediums for as long as he can.
And it's so weird.
He will put on a pair of softs. So soft tires for Campbell.
Up there, as there's the safety car. Quite
like Jekyll
I said,
as well.
Jekyll's
putting on mediums.
Oh, looks like I think he's gonna try to keep away from it. As also we also have Bree, like you said, it went to the pits. Sterling also went to the pits. Army Tricks, General Potter, Surgeon. Oh, sir. Oh, he retired. I almost forgot. I almost included him, but looks like we have a lot of people in. As Campbell will go for the soft compounds, including with General, and also Mark, Army Tricks, and J. Cool will go for the medium compounds. And interesting enough, Sterling going for the super softs. I don't know if he had front wing damage or not, but that's quite an interesting call.
I don't really see no reason for him to change.
And he has a
super softs if he didn't have damage.
He has a 5-second stop go penalty for colliding.
Well, a lot is happening. Safety car.
And it's only the safety car.
Exactly. We're in the second lap of this long race. the longest race in the
as I say,
calendar.
it's pretty tricky to call up the safety car, but apparently that accident was really bad with Sergio that it triggered it. Even though he was pit in the grass, and unfortunately we don't get to see if the safety car is coming in or not. But
Well, the lights are
quite
still on
interesting
for
how
now. I think we might have it for at least another lap.
as the drivers are trying to do their best to keep the tires warm.
Ebo is asking a really interesting question. Do you think these mediums will last till the end of the race?
The medium compounds do last a long time, so
Oh, and
I
5 seconds start go penalty for Campbell.
Oh no, he also
And he's
came in
not into the
contact with
pits.
David Zero.
I think he's gonna have to change his front wing as well.
I think yes, everyone who's yes, name is Zero. He's gonna go in for the 5 second stop go, but I don't know if he's able. I don't think he's able to. No, he's not gonna be serving it because he has front wing damage. And Bree will serve his 5 second stop go penalty, but unfortunately for the name of Zero, he will not be serving it under the safety car for front wing damage.
Neither did Campbell. Well, that's a disaster for the pole man. He's already had to pit twice, had to change his front wing, and he has 5 second stop go penalty as well.
And everyone will be switching to the medium compounds. So now they're about to hit the lap 4. Yes, these tires will be lasting them for the rest of the race. So there will be no more scheduled pit stops for the medium compounds.
Well, J. Cole is looking pretty good right now. That's why I did not make a change under the safety car. He is still on 2-lap old super softs, the ones that he started with on the grid, and is now leading the race with Fuzz in second and Tigabee in third. Tigabee going really closely there to the Haas. Oh, and Mark, 5 second stop go collision with Smitsky. What is going on under this safety car?
Oh no, Mark! Oh no, this is a disaster! And I think is that two 5 second stop go penalties, or is that just one?
And the safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap.
And he has another!
What is going on in this race?
Or I think I'm hoping that it was just the same one that he.
It only showed up once for me.
And the safety car is going in now, so we're about to go. So we're about to go green here as YH is going in, and Fuzz loses it.
Really
and
wide.
The last turn, he's going to be under pressure. Under pressure for Tugabee, and Tugabee is going to be taking second place. What? That was really bad. As Vagabonds is now under pressure from Ton. Ton is right down the inside. Vagabonds is going to have the better exit though. From that very dramatic start. Wow.
There's a Mercedes going really wide. That's Vagabonds.
Vagabonds goes really wide. Ton is going to have the better.
Ooh, and
it's going to be better.
What was that? The Ferrari of Armitrix and the Renault of Velocity.
Oh, they came together.
Just at the exit of Radion. Wow.
Caesar's battling out for Ben for 6th place, and it looks like Ben is going to be holding him off for the time being right now. And
well, the restart is just as interesting as the regular start of the race. And what's happening to J. Cole? J. Cole is losing positions. He's dropped down to 16th. Yeah, and he has damage. J. Cole has front wing damage. His right end plate is gone. He's gonna have to pit.
As I say, say both Velocity and Army Tricks has both retired from the session off that contact in in a Rouge, which is very bad. And Bree putting pressure into Sasumi for 14th, but looks like he's gonna looks like the Ferrari will have the better exit here. But looks like the Alfa Romeo has the better speed as Somachi goes really wide in that turn.
Sterling
It
makes
does
an
not look
easy
like
move.
it's gonna happen.
And the bus stop chicane is now up into 7th. Oh, Caesar comes back and attempts a dive bomb into the first corner, into the source, and that's a really good move. He pushes Sterling.
Came in contact.
Pushes Sterling a bit wide,
And
but that was a really clean move by Caesar. Who's not.
Caesar, he's going to be under pressure for Sterling, and they both came in contact. Sterling nearly loses
Bastos,
it. He
out of
does an
nowhere.
amazing job saving the car. Bottas is putting pressure into Vagabonds. He has, looks like he's going to have the under intervention, but is Vagabonds going to be later on the brakes? Yes, he will. And Sterling comes back and it comes in contact.
Sterling is just driving really aggressively in this lap. There was no way he could have pulled off that move on Caesar into Radion, and now attempts to move on Bastos as well, just at the end of the first sector.
I bet adrenaline is now pumping through his veins right now because he is just driving like a madman right now.
Bree gets up into 14th.
And he's putting
gets
under
past the
pressure
Ferrari.
on the Renault of Bottas, and does not look like and he will have the better line. Sterling
as they come in contact
again.
As Mark retires.
And Mark retires. What happened?
I think Mark might have crashed. Not sure.
He might have lost into a Rouge.
Not sure what happened, but he is
really
out of this race. So we have 4 people that retired in the first 5 laps.
Oh no.
Shape now really close to the Renault.
Jay Cole in a horrible position. His chances of winning the championship is slipping.
Well, you never know what's gonna happen. If we just look at how this race has been going so far, everything's possible.
Yes. As I say, we're having a lot happen here, so yes, anything is happening. Now we're starting to have gaps form up now.
Tigabee's the new leader of this race.
Yeah, he made a move on YM. That was very impressive from him. And I do apologize if I'm getting loud. This is completely mad.
Well, it's really exciting. This looks like a finale, like a season finale, but we still have 1 race to go next week in Brazil. So I think if Brazil is at least as entertaining as this race, we're gonna have a really good end to the season in Division 2.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. As Ben will now have the time, be the first to have the time penalty.
Ooh,
and
Caesar isn't hit
oh no,
the
something
wall.
happened to Caesar. He hits the wall.
Caesar hits the wall after battling with Sterling.
And he will have a 10-second penalty for exceeding. I do not think that was.
Caesar retires.
As I say, if he was gonna make it, that I feel like that penalty shouldn't be there. But unfortunately, he does retire, so it would not matter. And looks like YH will have a terrible exit from the last chicane.
Oh, Fuzz has entered the pits. He will change that pair of super softs.
And Bottas is under pressure from Shape. Shape is gonna dive right down the inside, and he's still side by side with Bottas.
They're gonna go side by side over here into a Rouge.
Oh, they're gonna be going side by side into a Rouge.
No.
But Bottas has the better speed, and he will get right in front. But it looks like he doesn't really have any ERS.
Let's see Shape with the DRS now. He's not going to be quite there yet, but he is getting closer. And he could possibly make a move. Ooh,
Shape has way more.
Really late braking by Shape there.
I say General Campbell probably came into contact with each other, but still, luckily nothing happened for both of them.
Look at Shape.
That's right now.
Shape is really eyeing up his move on Bastos. He's not going to be able to do it here in Puon, but we'll see what happens towards the end of the lap.
Yeah, right now Campbell and Shape are the closest, are the ones that have the closest gaps. The Shape had, Shape did was an amazing through that turn. As right now, as Bottas is having difficulties holding him back with those 6-year-old super softs, and those tires have already used up their life expectancy. And Shape had a better exit than Bottas.
He has to lift off there because there's no way two cars are going to go side by side into there. But now,
Shape
really late on the brakes
the inside into
at the bus stop chicane. He will have a bad exit. There you go. Almost lost his car, but the battle is not over yet.
In general, had a horrible exit.
White is in the pits. Let's see where he comes out.
He's going to be the first one with the super softs to pit, and
he's going to come out right behind
Sterling also
Zero.
went to the pits.
That's.
Oh no, as Bottas has no ERS deployment to hold him off. He's completely drained. This Shape is going to have way more energy than he is. He's going to make the move.
And now Campbell is coming in quick. Campbell has caught up to Bastos really quickly here on the Camel Straight. We have yellows in sector 1, and Sterling has retired.
Sterling's out. He lost it.
I think he was
Rouge.
ready on. Yeah. Just looking at Jekyll's point of view, he's gonna go through Eau Rouge and Radion right now. Yellow flags over here, and there is.
Yep, there he is.
There's the Red Bull in the wall.
Sterling with horrible luck here.
6 people retiring.
Yeah, six drivers already, and half the race is not even done yet.
We still have a long way to go. Exactly. Just imagine if we had rain at the end of this race. It would have been absolute chaos.
Everyone was hoping for rain this week, and
now Campbell with Bastos
he
side by
has the
side.
speed on Bottas. Bottas is still struggling because he has no ERS deployment. He's gonna have to let these guys go so he can save them on the ERS deployment.
Hold him so he could have DRS here on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, Tons and Tickety and Mega Bones are all in the pits now, and they all switch to super softs. That's gonna be quite interesting, and I think that's why they were holding off for so long to switch to the soft compounds instead of the mediums. So they're gonna have an advantage.
Campbell really sloppy there, going up into Radion, almost loses it, and we would have had another victim of that damn corner that just took out Sterling just a few laps ago.
YH darts right by Zero, and I think Zero lets him by. I'm not quite sure.
That's
it
a
like
sensible decision.
Heavily.
It makes sense for Zero to let YH by through.
Yeah, that was probably a smart decision from him, because he does not want to hold him up, and plus that's too much pressure for him.
You wouldn't want to,
as you can tell,
to make an impact in the battle for the championship.
So. Exactly. You could be like me and pull a Vettel and be too much under pressure. You just make a mistake.
That could happen in a situation like that. You're always gonna be put under pressure when you have a quicker driver behind you. Bastos. Almost.
I don't know if it was too soon to use the joke, but I still made it anyways.
I don't think it's too soon. People got used to that. I'm not seeing any memes.
Tuckabee just gets right by of Zero, and I think Zero braked a little bit, lets Tuckabee by. I don't think he wants to race them at all. I think his races are with someone else. And Fuzz diving right down the inside into the entrance of the chicane and gets the move done. Brilliant from the Haas driver.
Oh, and we have no, Shape is actually leading the race. Granted, he has yet to make his pit stop, but since he started in last, I think that's a free. Right behind him, he's gonna have to defend in these next few laps. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
See, I noticed now because there was a race when you sneezed and I didn't even notice it.
Exactly.
Just
Let's
catching
say,
Ben make a mistake. Whoa.
as I say, so, as I say, I think since everything has calmed down now, I don't know if you heard with the new teasers with the new tire regulations that's going to be placed in 2021. What are your thoughts on that?
The new tire regulations. I'm not quite sure what those are. Actually, I just know the rims are going to be bigger.
Yes, the rim is going to be bigger, so while we're having a thinner tire, but I think the back wheel is going to be quite bigger and a ton putting pressure on the fuse. He had to clip the grass to try to make the move, but he ended up losing time from that, and he's going to be holding that position for right now. It still came in contact with him
I,
when the bus came.
I think they didn't touch there, but anyways, there's no damage to either of the cars, so that's important. Oh, some battles are really shaping up here in this race, and it's starting to get cloudy. The sky is not clear anymore.
Yeah, I say it actually almost rained in our race, except it was raining after the race.
Well, yeah, it would have rained on the podium. Of course, that's usually what happens to us. Well, we might see some rain here.
Oh,
that was a bit of contact, but again, no damage.
Yeah, Ton is trying to find a way to get past Fuzz here, and Fuzz is right behind Ben here. And he makes a mistake and keeps in contact with Ton. Fuzz is backwards now, and Ton still has heavy wing damage from being sandwiched into the wall. He's gonna have to pit. It looks like for Fuzz, he doesn't have any heavy damage, but I could be wrong. Oh, that was
I think Fuzz.
Complete disaster.
I think he's missing an
lost his end plate.
But that is not. That's nowhere near enough damage. When you look at how brutal that impact was.
Yeah, oh. If that was real life, both of them would be out.
Exactly, and that's really unfortunate for the Toro Rosso driver who was literally minding his own business and is now going to have to suffer.
Shape has a 5-second stop go for speeding in pit lane.
Oh,
that is bad for him.
Just as I was saying that he managed to get into the lead up this race after starting in last place.
As both Fuzz and Ton are both pitting in, and that almost is a tongue twister, by the way.
Oh, and he will retire. Yeah, I feel for him. Oh, as Tigabee is now gonna have a really good exit out of Radion, and with the DRS on the Camel Straight, he's gonna get past YHYY and is now back in front of the Sauber driver. Tigabee with the soft tire, YHYY with the medium.
But yeah, I agree with you. I do feel for him, and at least he managed to make it into the pits to retire. And it looks like, and I don't know if looked like General might have gone wide there a little bit and lost a little bit of time. Tigabee is right behind him now. He's probably going to be trying to put some pressure under him. He's going to try to make a mistake.
Well, Tigabee does have the fresher tire. He is on a softer compound as well, so he will make a move, and it's going to be pretty easy for him.
Yes, and the pressure is on for General. General is going to have to watch behind him for Tigabee, because the Tigabee is going to have the slipstream on. But looks like they're going to be maxing out on the ERS deployment just to keep him aligned. Is he going to try to make the move? No, he will not. But his General will try to make the move, but he comes in contact with Bree.
And Bree spins.
Bree loses it.
And now Tigabee will try and make a move on his
side. Out of that race.
No, he will not. So Bree spins as he comes in contact with General Porter.
And Sergey comes in has a stop-go penalty for leaving track.
And
It is
Fuzz
automatic.
retires.
Oh no.
And now Tigaby will get
Tigaby
into
has to go
second
really
place.
wide
YHYY
on
follows
General,
him.
and he almost comes in
And
contact with YM.
General is out of the podium, just like that.
Yeah, he loses 2 positions. He was under pressure from both Tigaby and YH. YH almost come in contact with Tigaby, but luckily he had the quicker reflexes and managed to make it. And he cuts a little bit in that turn. He may get a warning for that, but not sure. But he did lose some time for
YHYY is
that.
going really
As
slowly through Puon as General Porter makes a really good move on the inside.
Unbelievable on that turn, and he keeps it straight. What a move from him.
Why does YHYY have any damage? It doesn't look like it, so why has he been going so slowly through there?
As I say, he has a lot more ERS deployment to burn through. I
And look
don't
at
know
Ben.
if he's tried to
The Red Bull is quickly catching up to YHYY. He's right into the back of him.
He might have some damage, or he might have changed up his wing. I'm not sure, but something is going on.
Something is going on because it doesn't make sense for him to go so slowly.
Yeah, as I say, as Tigaby now is now starting to have a gap against the 3 drivers, and he's going to try to do his best to catch up with Campbell because he has the soft compound tires. He can do it. As YM is going to try to make the move. He's going right in the inside.
Ben,
it looks like
in between
Ben is
the
going to be
two of
good
them.
doing it. He's got 3 wide, and they
And Ben is in front.
And Ben will do the double overtake.
That is the overtake of the season for me. I'm just gonna give it to him right now. Saw the gap, went right in between the 2 drivers, and makes a move into third. Wow.
It's right between YMCA and General. A horrible spot to be in when you go to a Driscoll, but he managed to make the move into the turn. What a move! Beautiful.
And now YHYY is going to be put under pressure by the Haas driver. Porter now makes a move on the inside and will get a better exit here. He's going to have the inside on the next corner as well, and is now in front of YHYY. So
something is wrong with YM. He's probably got front wing damage, probably.
I'm not sure. He might have damage. Bless you again.
Thank you. God.
Ibo says bless you as well.
Rainy weathers.
Yeah. And let's get back to the chat quickly. Ibo says that his money is still on a J. Cole win.
Campbell is now in the pits.
Campbell's gonna put on the soft tire to the end.
Yeah, or he could be putting on the super soft tires.
No, he's gonna put on the softs.
Soft compounds.
It would have been pretty.
And now he's serving a 5-second stop-go penalty.
Would have been pretty early for a pair of super softs to the end. So he's gonna come out
I
in
think
front of
that
his teammate.
As YH is gonna make a move on General, he's down the inside. He's almost in another county to get past him, and he still gets the move done. I think what it is that he has too low of his wings, like he is too low with the wings, so I don't feel like he
doesn't want to give up now. Really late break, and will be in front of YHYY again. The Haas driver does not want to give up that podium spot. Yeah, even though he is on 12 lap old medium tires.
He has the straightaway power, but when it comes to these corners, he's heavily struggling.
We'll just have to see whether General Porter is going to pit or not. Because if he takes these tires to the end, it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
As I say, Ibo still says that he still has his money on J. Cool to win.
That would be, it would be amazing. I mean, this race has been really, really
Shea
weird so
putting pressure
far.
on the back of Bones here. He's gonna try to. He's gonna try to make the move. He probably doesn't have enough speed in the back of Bones, but I could be wrong here. He's
Like
going
once we'll
right
cover
down
the
the outside.
inside.
He's going to the bus stop chicane. He's still side by side with him. Who's gonna have the better exit here? Looks like they both will have a good
Side by
exit there.
side, but
But Shape will still have DRS. That's going to give him an advantage getting right in front of Bag of Bones. But Bag of Bones had the better line though. But they still had a very good exit. Sterling still right in front. But Bag of Bones is going to have DRS, and he has a lot more ERS deployment than Shape does.
they have to be careful because desync is in this game now with the DRS. Bag of Bones
had to back off due to that.
Bit of a battle on track. YHYY is really losing time to General Porter. That's really weird.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but this Tegaby is sitting pretty comfortably on top with those soft compound tires. That's definitely going to be lasting him for the rest of the race. But I'm wondering how is he gonna try to nurse the tires, or is he gonna try to push them to their utter limit? As Shape here is trying to give us a demonstration that if you try to put your tires over the limit, he had to go to the gravel to try to push a little too hard. Bag of Bones has a lot more ERS deployment to use up than Shape. And Shape is gonna be bound. And Bree, another 5-second stop go penalty. What is going on with these stop go penalties?
We've had a lot. That is true. We've had a lot of 5-second stop go penalties in this race, but we had a lot of action as well. So makes sense.
The Mafia FIA is working their wonders today.
They are. Let's just hope that the race won't be decided by that sort of decision from the FIA. So now the live standings, as Waluigi is informing
we
us.
don't have too much time penalties. Shape has a lot. It's going to be darting right past Bag of Bones, but Bag of Bones is still not going to try to give him a position, but he has no choice though.
So as I was saying, the live standings, as Waluigi is always going to keep us updated with it. Jekyll 159, YHYY 149 points as of right now. Wow. At one point, YHYY was looking like a clear favorite for this race.
Yeah, as I say, right now, if YH, Tegaby, and J Cool finish where they are now, that is going to be a three-way battle for the championship in Brazil. So that is going to be insane.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Tegaby 142 points, so he is in there. He's clearly in the fight for the championship, and I don't think there's anyone that can take this race win from Tegaby.
Exactly. Well, right now, Campbell
has to back off.
Breaks behind him, probably due to desyncing.
It was again a sensible decision. You cannot risk going too wide into that little kink there. Because he will have DRS now into turn 1. And he is making a move on the inside. A little bit of a lockup.
He locks up the brakes, but makes the move. Very good.
Doesn't have enough speed to come back.
He's going to have DRS. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's fine. So as you were saying, Bastos will have DRS right now. Will that help him get in front of Campbell?
Is he going to be putting under pressure to Campbell? Campbell is having the race line. But
Bastos backs off.
I believe that was a smart call from him, because that is a very tricky place to overtake, and plus with eight laps old tires, that's probably not the smart decision to try to overtake. So I think he made the smart call.
Exactly. Well.
Unfortunately, though, he will lose a lot of time, though.
Looking at the gap between Tegaby and Ben, seems to still be there, around 3 seconds.
He has lost a bit of time against Tegaby, and for good reason, because Tegeby with those soft compound tires, he's gonna be much quicker than Ben. And on and unfortunately for Ben though, they're only a lap separate.
Zigby's just gonna have to play it safe now. He doesn't need to risk anything. He doesn't need to push
He
as
doesn't
hard
need
as
to be
he
pushing it.
exactly because we've seen what can happen with Zigby when he pushes. When he goes out of his way to be the quickest man on track. We've seen it last week in Monza as well when he crashed.
Tegeby, he lifted. It was he made a smart call. He lifted into a luge, which, like he said, he'd taken care. But Ben, he went flat out on it. So Ben has every right to try his best to push his car to the utter limit, just to try to get that win.
He does have every right to try and get closer to Tigabee, but I don't think there's enough time for him to overtake the Mercedes driver because Tigabee is really good at defending.
And plus, with those soft compound tires are a bit quicker than the mediums because on the mediums on this track, it's pretty tricky to get your gripping down.
It depends because 10 lap old soft tires, their life has sort of started to go out. So I think Ben has a bit of an advantage now with his strategy with the mediums. I think he might actually be quicker with that compound. But again, we only have 3 laps remaining, so it's not enough time for him to overtake him. Unless Tigabee makes a mistake. Which won't be that much of a surprise, to be honest, especially in this race, because we've had a lot of events happening. Unexpected surprises.
Yeah, a lot of it. And Campbell darts right by a bag of bones in the bus-up chicane. He gets it done. Very good move from him. But is he going to be under pressure now from Bag of Bones when it comes to the Rouge? We're gonna have to fall. So we're gonna be on. So I'm gonna be on board here with Bag of Bones. See what's gonna happen here. But he's actually losing a little bit of time.
Look in front of these guys. Shape now with Bree. Shape is gonna get past Bree. Has the DRS as well. He's gonna just fly past. Shape doing really well to avoid Bree at the exit of Radion. They could have come in contact there, and it would have been race over for both of them. So that was a really good racing by the two of them.
Exactly.
YHYY is gonna try and get that podium finish back.
So, I think you're right with the soft compound tires because Ben has actually catched up to Tegeby. He's now right under 2 seconds behind him.
I still don't think that's enough. He might catch up to him, of course, but I don't think it's enough for him to be able to overtake Tegeby because it's not easy to get past the Mercedes, man.
Exactly. But still though, Tegeby is still is gonna have to be careful. And Ben, but I think safety's out the window for Ben. I think all Ben wants to do is do his best to make sure he gets to catch up as best as he can on these next 2 laps. And look.
Well, now YHYY is really close to General Porter, who is constantly locking up. So his medium tires are done. 18 lap old mediums. YHYY,
exactly.
I think has enough time to get in front.
We're gonna have 2. Yeah, we're gonna be having 2 battles here as YH is gonna try to make the move.
Campbell
General,
and Bree side by side now on the Camel Straight.
I say Bree had the better line, but Campbell had the better speed and gets the move. Pretty good for the McLaren. Right now he's in a good position right now.
Well, it's not what he wanted. He did start on pole position, let's not forget that. But he, considering his appalling start with having to pit twice in the first 3 laps. I think this is a good enough result for him. And now,
Exactly.
YHYY, I think might have made a mistake because Shape is right on the back of him.
As I say, oh Ben, he's right above 1 second. If he can get under a second, he's gonna have DRS on the last lap. He could, if he does it pretty well, he could have the chance. Tegumi doesn't
look
really
at the
have
Force
that much
India,
DRS
the Force
deployment
India
to use.
Shape. YHYY is pushed off the track and Shape is now up into 4th. So YHYY loses yet another position when I was just thinking that he might get that podium back.
Oh, Ben, he's under a second now. He has DRS. He's completely drained out. Ben has more.
Wait,
Ben has
Shape,
more and fresher tires.
Shape is now on the podium. Shape, the Force India man who started in 20th, is now on the podium.
I'm sorry, but my battle is with first on the last lap. Tegumi is doing everything he can to stay in front, but Ben has way more. Like I said, he has more. He has fresher, longer tires. Tegumi goes really wide.
Oh,
but
that's a mistake by Ben.
He makes a mistake. He swerves. He loses the back end.
And I think that's it.
And I think that had cost him.
I think that is it. I think that's what's going to cost him the race. Shape does have a 5-second stop-go penalty, if I'm not mistaken, so he's not going to keep that 3rd spot. But again, considering where he started, I think that's a really good result.
Yeah, very good result for him.
Really good recovery drive.
Ben, he is still catching up. Still catching up to from Tegumi, and like I said, that little mistake in that turn has cost him heavily. And
Tegumi will win this Belgium Grand Prix at Spa.
Yeah, and holding up in a very impressive race, Tegumi wins the Belgium Grand Prix. Ben, sadly, coming into 2nd place.
Oh, Campbell got in front of YHYY. Campbell is up into 5th. YHYY loses yet another position. Ooh, but he does finish on the podium.
Yeah.
YHYY finishes 3rd.
As I say, there was a lot of time penalties with a close grid.
Wow.
And unbelievable finish. A very, very close finish. And J. Cool will finish in 10th. And Tegumi is sighing of relief of having that win from having Ben catch up to him. I think Ben is gonna beat himself up too much. Hopefully not, but
now Smitsky crosses the line.
Smiling.
Smitsky gets the final point, so congratulations to him as well. Division 3 driver coming here gets a point. Really good race here.
As I say, the final standing is J. Cool with a 159, YH with a 152, and Tegumi with a 142. So we're gonna have a 3-way battle going into Brazil.
Exactly, and looking at this grid, who would you give the driver of the day award to? Because there's a lot of people here that deserve it.
It has to go to Ben. Ben did an amazing performance today, and plus that move that he made on the Driscoll was just unbelievable. So driver of the day has to go to Ben.
That was the overtake of this race, but I'm gonna give my award to Shape. Started in last place, crashed in qualifying, finished 3rd on track, gets a 4th place finish after his penalty. I think that's a really impressive drive from him. But yeah, a lot of.
I think this is probably one of the best races that we've had, right next to Germany and Singapore. I think this has to be one of the best races.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna say this is the best one that I've commentated on in League of Europe. We've had a lot of people retire.
Yeah,
we had a safety car. Full grid, yeah, exactly.
We had a legit F1 race in our hands, but
yeah, a bit more entertaining than a real F1 race.
Oh, especially with this season's.
So thankfully, the stream worked in the end, and we managed to
Yeah,
save all the race here and look at
exactly.
all of it.
And we'll, but as of now, we will see you all next week on the three-way championship in Brazil, and hopefully we're going to be it's going to be in a fantastic race.
And hopefully we won't have any more technical difficulties. That would be the perfect season finale. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here with us. We've been Ghost Recon and Robert, the usual commentators for Division 2. So, as you said, we will be here next week in Brazil. And have a good night, everyone.